White First Nose. It depicts a lively woman pushing a door wide open. She runs toward her husband who walks in her direction, hugging him tightly. I did it, Bowen. A prototype. I've got a prototype. Renee turns around to shake the camera holder's hand, waving at her husband. A stubby robotic foot can be seen, the seam of its metallic plates joined with new shiny bolts. Come say hello, Lumi. The new camera angle begins to shift and move, accompanied by the sound of mechanical motors as the surroundings come into view. Squeaking. It can only make a few simple sounds right now, but it will be the future of AI. Professor Bowen, you'll have to redouble your efforts on your research project. The somewhat blurry video takes in the environment and the happily smiling couple. Owner info updated. Renee Candela, Bowen Candela. The video cuts off. The gift box splits into pieces, scattering to the wind and mixing into the surrounding streams of data. Was that man Professor Bowen? And the woman out to be his wife? Her name's Renee? Most likely, but this video file should be within a storage drive. It's all mixed up in the cache, so it follows that Lumi's data processing has gone wrong somewhere. If we can solve the data overflow problem, Lumi might be able to go back to normal. Yeah, but I'm a little curious why these data fragments turn into a gift box. Look, there's more ahead. The fragments are coalescing again. Huh? Another box. Yoohee approaches the newly formed gift box. This is the second time now. I cannot help but feel there's some kind of meaning to this. Hard to guess what a silly kid is thinking. Might as well see what's inside this time. Yoohee touches the box surface. A projection appears just like before. The image this time is much clearer. The room's lights are off. Moonlight spills in from the outside, exceptionally bright in the darkness. Renee sits in a rocking chair by the window, with Bowen at her side. The unknown amount of time that had passed left its mark on them. Be it shallow or deep, Renee appears a little more sickly than before. Sorry, work tied me up a little. Sorry for being late. I brought some flowers. I handed some work over to my assistant. From tomorrow on, I should have a lot more free time. Renee accepts the bouquet with a smile, the white flowers inside akin to patches of pure white snow. I know you have been busy. It's alright. Has the project been progressing as normal? Naturally. Artificial snow has been established and is now seeking investment. Then the project's full realization. It might still need some time, but there's hope now. I really do miss it. The snow we had when we were little. Do you think we'll be able to see it again? Of course. We'll have pure white snow falling from the sky again. You, me, Lumi, and everyone else will be able to have this blessing from the sky. It will be my gift to you. At the sound of its own name, the holder of the camera wobbles a little. Snowing. Mechanically repeating the word, it approaches the couple a little. Bowen, Lumi and the snow were both my wishes, but it looks like I will have to leave it to you to fulfill them. Bowen crouches, taking his wife's hand and gently kissing it. Oh, big Bowen. There was a time my research went unnoticed by everyone. Except you. Only you would discuss it with me deep into the night. From the moment I asked for your hand, your wishes have been mine as well. I only wish that this program could move along faster, just a little bit. The camera turns towards the window. The moon had already sequestered itself behind the clouds, and even the stars are difficult to perceive. Command entry. The voices grow muffled. The images flash a few times before the projection cuts off again. So the snow and Lumi were both Renee's wishes. He hasn't stopped in all those years, even after Renee's passing. No wonder Lumi is so important to him. You do realize this was filmed a long time ago, right? Yeah, the professor looks way younger than he is now. I've got a good guess. When Lumi was built, the technology wasn't as developed. In order to allow it to learn by itself, Renee set it to intake information as frequently as possible. Unfortunately, the filtering and selection of the intake seems to be flawed. So it cannot judge for itself which information should be retained and which should be deleted? Yeah, and the professor's field of study is different. chances are he doesn't dare to modify Lumi's programming without a very good reason, and so would never have figured out that the problems are caused by this internal conflict. That would make sense. The professor has been loading Lumi with more and more information these years too. If its ability to organize and tidy up data is far lesser than its intake, the system's operational capacity is bound to be taken up. It follows that Lumi keeps having failures even after repairs each time. I'm still confused about one thing though. Just now, these projections have appeared by the form of gift boxes. Ones would be written off as a coincidence, but there are countless forms that gathering data logically takes. The odds are just too low. There must be some deeper logic. Could it be that there's a gift Lumi wants? So if we give the correct gift to Lumi, like we're appeasing a child, the problem might go away. Do we really need to go down that rabbit hole, my good singer? The data overflow here is pretty severe. The entirety of level 2 is messed up, and we cannot predict its actions using normal logic. Yeah, our priorities are still to continue toward the control center and acquire the control permissions. Then, the professor can run some checks, and maybe then, we'll have the answers. The control center is right up ahead. It's just way too quiet here. I haven't heard a peep of anything, and the defense systems are quiet too. Those data overflow enemies from before haven't appeared again either. There might be an ambush. Oh, don't just say those things. If there really was. Again, Ksenia, over to the right. Ksenia is interrupted by you. What the fuck? Well, that's a big Lumi. Ksenia is interrupted by Yoohee. A hulking beast comes into the purview of her vision models. The great machine spins in place. Ksenia's attention is pulled to the giant gift box floating above its head. A crowd of smaller defense bots gather around the massive beast. I knew it would turn out like this. It's so tall. Judging by the vision module feedback, it should be around 5 meters tall. I cannot help but feel it looks familiar. The way it turns about too. Could this thing be Lumi? There are some similarities, but only a few. Maybe the corrupted data is influencing things. Why would Lumi appear in its own level 2 though? This should be the form the system firewall takes. The gift box then should be the system core. Lumi protecting the gift is in reality the firewall, protecting the system core. What is it with the gift boxes? Yeah, Yoohee's probably right about this one. See, Young An, better to slow down a little sometimes. Yes, I understand. If the gift boxes are some sort of hint from Lumi, then what is it really trying to get across? Everything it does is completely devoid of logic. There's nothing to be deduced here. We can ponder that after the controls are ours. We should think about how to get past this firewall first. Gift. Before the trio closed the distance, the massive Lumi suddenly stopped spinning. Countless data fragments emerge, flying toward it. Lumi's body becomes even larger, affected by the fragments. Damn it, our presence here must be making the system errors more severe. We cannot let this continue, or Lumi's original base code will be influenced as well. Senior, Yoohee, let's go. Yeah, we will deal with the defense bots first and then focus on Lumi. Nagant nods and the three approach the defense systems together.